Hello, beautiful people. Here we are again in Sweet Pavilion, where we always keep it sweet and we always keep it real. So, I have an amazing guest today. I have a great guest because we have a galactic party situation going on in the heavens. We have eclipse, we have Mercury reggaeton. I mean, in retrograde, like it's a lot going on in the heavens. So of course, I had to bring an astrologer to help us navigate all of these energies. So help me welcome. This is my people, my blood, my girl, better known as Galactic Buddha.
Como tú dices, ra, ra, ra.
So let
Hey,
me let y'all know, we didn't know that we both was gonna be wearing pink. I decided to grab a pink dress, and then when we go in on camera, I'm like, wait a second. Well, she noticed. She's the one that said, "Wait, we're both wearing pink." So, synchronicities of the universe.
yes,
My love, introduce yourself to my people. Let them know who are you and what did you do.
yes. Thank you so much for having me here, as usual, pulling me out of the creeks to come out and share. My name is Miladies Pons, owner of Galactic Hood Buddha, and amongst a bunch of things, the main thing that I am passionate about is breathing and astrology. We need to breathe through these astrological transits. And so I've been doing this since I was 5 years old, not necessarily reading, but my uncle, he was the one that taught me about astrology through relationships.
Wow.
So he'll be like, don't date an Aries if you don't want this. You cannot be with a Libra if you so he would tell me this, but it would be at the age of 5 while we was playing Brisca, which is like the tarot cards, but we playing games. So that's the knowledge that I got. Then I
Wow.
started from there just reading. Everybody reads the daily news, right? So we reading the horoscope from the daily news if you're from New York or just the newspaper. And then from there, at the age of 13, I kind of like pushed my older sister to buy me all of my astrology books. To this day, she still does. Thank you.
Thank you, sister. Thank you so much.
But I'm very passionate about this. It's life is a game, right? Even though we're gonna be like, well, don't play no games. Life is like The Sims. We go through levels. So as you get older and go through relationships and sex, you start realizing what you like, what you don't like, who that person is, and what they provide. We can creep
Yeah.
a little bit. So this is why we're here to kind of get a gist of like for those who are ready to really settle down and get in the nitty gritty to know their partner, or if you just want to play around because we got Sagittarius for that, you can definitely get in tune with your partner, and you might not want to stalk them and be like, "Where's your Venus at?" But these are the 5 things that I would say would create a nice love flow, sex flow. Looking at
Hmm.
because sometimes people just want to have sex. Maybe we just want to have a conversation. Like
Yeah.
you got to mentally stimulate me. I'm a Gemini moon, so I got to come here before you come here. You know what I mean?
How? Okay, okay, my lady. So you are an astrologer,
Yes,
self-taught. I want you like so
yes,
you're a self-taught
self-taught,
astrologer.
self-taught. Or I take a lot of courses. I don't stop, and I'm always learning. Is nonstop because astrology is science and math.
Wow.
Science and
Wow.
math. This is why we can go into 2027 and see what's happening. This is why we do the transits to see what's happening so that we can be prepared. What you do with that energy is up to you. Will
Yeah.
what will you say life beats you up, or will you take it by its horn?
Yeah. So okay, because a lot of people well, some people they only know their sun sign and that's all they know about astrology. They're like, okay, I'm a Libra, like for myself, for example, I'm a Libra and that's it. But there is so much more to astrology than just your sun sign. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yes. Okay. So I'm not the only time I'm gonna probably tap into the sun sign today is to do the polarities, Aries, Libra. That's about it.
Hmm. Hmm.
What I enjoy and what I feel is important is our moon, our Venus, our Mars, and a lot of astrologers don't include this, our Uranus and our Neptune. Uranus
Okay.
Neptune are generational planets, so people don't really look at that. But it does
Mm.
drive a sense of how we want to live with our partners. Uranus is the spontaneous, I'm doing whatever I want, don't hold me down, eccentric. That in our natal chart itself shares with us what we like. My Uranus is
Okay.
in my 12th house. Mm, you can't be too clingy to me. I need freedom. So
Yeah.
yeah, once you learn that about yourself, it's easier to navigate with your partners. Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
That's it's so I do not consider myself an astrology, but I'm an astrology aficionado. Like I love astrology. I know how to read certain things, but I mean there is when I heard you talking and you get so in the nitty gritty of things, I'm like, whoa, I have so much to learn. It's like, whoop, okay. So so I always one thing since astrology came to my attention and the importance of moving with the planets because that can make or break a lot of deals, right? So I always, anytime I have like a life changing situation, I always consult astrology to be like, when is going to be the right time to make this decision? For example, when I had my plastic surgery for my breast augmentation, I went to an astrologer and I'm like, when is the right time, the right transit? Because I want my boobs to come out perfect. I don't want no problems. And she told me, she's like, okay, let me look at the transit. And she's like, okay, December, blah blah blah, because something with something with perfection, something's gonna be that's the planet of perfection, and it's going to so it's gonna come out perfect. And then the Venus is aspecting it real positive, and da da da. Just like try to get this day. Can you believe I that was not the day they had given me, but she's like try to get it within this window. And then I was like, why do I have all this spiritual stuff that I have walking with me? I'm like, hey guys, get me that day, please. And I remember, I remember they called me and they like somebody canceled. Can you come on this day? I'm like, absolutely yes. And they gave me the very day, which December 17th. I remember
What
that
was
I
that?
got, yeah.
I
So
love
I like like probably like 3 years ago that
wow.
that happened. But I went through astrology to do that, to launch when I had my boutique, to launch my boutique also. I went to astrology because I'm like, I need to do it right. I want to do it right. I want to make sure that, that I'm moving with the stars so that everything, works on my favor.
I'm very
So,
happy that you shared that, only because as humans, we want to, I want to do it by myself. I do it by myself. No, you don't. You're lying. You have energies that push you. You have spirit guides that are there for you. So, and these tools are, like you said, you enjoy it because you're looking for it. These tools are online for centuries, right?
hmm
Going back to
hmm
Egypt. So even they use the stars to navigate and grow and things like that. I like how you spoke about
yes,
the health, because there is dates where you're not supposed to get throat surgery or any of that, and that's also online, and you can see and look at that because astrology is connected to our health as well. So
yeah.
I'm happy that you said that.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so let's get to the spicy stuff because that's what people waiting for. Okay, at
Yes,
the end
yes,
of the day, this is sweet papayón where we keep it nice and spicy and sweet and real. So talk to us about these signs because all I know about these signs is that Scorpio has a mean dick.
that's one of their likes. They really enjoy sex.
Scorpio has a mean sex game. Okay, he be having people dickmatized,
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
right? And I don't. I was married to an Aries, and I don't have too many good reviews about Aries men. But I don't want to be. I don't want to be judgmental because that's not what we do here in Super Bayonne. And I want to. I want to get the knowledge that you have so that I can learn as well.
Yes.
We all need it. Please help us here. Help the girls.
Listen, this is me every day doing this when I'm reading charts, and even for myself. Like, so, all right. So, the main important thing that I want you guys to focus on when we're looking at who we're having sex with and who we want to share our life with for the moment, because I honestly, some people are not going to agree with me. We are here to experience a love flow. So,
Mm.
yes, we want to get married. I have different views on that because of society and how they incorporated into all of that. But the main important thing is to emotionally, spiritually, physically, financially grow with somebody. And honestly, everybody's not going to fill all those dots. So you want to make sure that you get the best of the person. So, with that being said, when you look at the sun sign of somebody, you're looking at their identity, right? Also, their father figure activities, right? Because the sun represents our father. So, that aggressiveness that Aries has as a sun sign to throw you around the bed, that comes from the sun. But when it comes to an Aries and a moon sign, their emotions are a little bit different. Their emotions could be as fiery as can be as well. So some of you guys who had that fiery, passionate sex with Aries, it's not gonna last long. It's not, and I'm only saying it to the phase of those who have experience in Aries, right? Not many have because it's a quick situation. You may not get into bed with them. They
Wow.
are about appearance, Aries. So they rule the first house, so that makes a lot of sense. Mars
Mm-hmm.
rules Aries as well, so this is why their sex drive is really high up there because Mars is the planet of sex, right? Venus is the planet of romance, pleasure. Mars is sex, right? The
Mm.
strength, the aggressiveness. So that's where
They
also
they grab me by the neck and put me against the wall.
that's where Scorpio gets it from because Scorpio's old they ruled by two signs and Mars was one of them as well. So
Okay.
all right. So getting back to Venus, I want to share with you guys something when it comes to Venus because I know everybody knows Venus. So I do have a little chart that I made right here for y'all where I'm gonna share with you guys based on the Aries to the 12th sign. You guys can come back because I'm going to talk just a little bit quick. I'm going to tell you guys your needs as a zodiac sign, your ideal partner, and then also what to control because we can't sit there and be like, oh, I'm not doing anything. No, each sign has their. I'm moving away a little bit from that polarity, negative, positive, but right now today we're going to use it. Each side has their positive and their negative shadow side.
This is a
So
lot of information, guys. You only get this here at Sweet Papayón. Get it together. Like, tune in. Come on, girl.
all right, so Aries, we already spoke about Aries. And the need of an Aries, they need passion, they need excitement, they need thrill, they need to get chased, right? I'm an Aries and sun sign, and definitely my passion drops really fast. You got 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, I don't know what to do. So the ideal partner, romantic, sexy, right? Loving, tirame todo lo poropo, right? Throw me all the beautiful, loving things. Of course, sex has to be interesting for Aries. Aries, control your tendency to just put yourself and your emotions first and your idealism. I can testify to that. So these are the things if you have a partner in this area, whether if it's the sun, the moon, Venus, or Mars, you want to look into these things, right? Because although it says Venus, you also want to see, all right, this person has the moon in Aries. So the person having the moon in Aries, they're still going to be in this phase of wanting to be passionate and loving, but it gets to be more emotional. So remember, the sun gives you more the physical, the moon gives you that emotion. So, Taurus, you need emotional security, safety, long term commitment. Now, if you have a Taurus sun and a Gemini moon, we're talking about something different. So, this is why it's important to know these two aspects because your moon, you could be more loving where you might not be able to show it. So, an ideal partner is a dependable partner, someone who's there because Taurus don't really like change,
Okay.
right? Now, let's get a little Taurus do like changing women and men and things like that. But when they find that committed partner, they definitely sit there and they want stability. Taurus is the earth sign. Touchy feeling is what they need. Like they are very honestly, even if you be like, oh, it was a quick sex, it was the most passionate sex that you probably ever had with a Taurus. Okay, so try it out.
I
Earth
don't think
sign,
I ever had a Taurus.
girl.
Gotta put
What
in my list to do bucket list.
the Taurus and Leos, they are for everybody. They have so much love to give out. I'm not trying to tell y'all that they doing anything on the side, but what I'm trying to say is they do are passionate about just so many people that they don't mind sharing the love and showing you they love
I
you.
had a Leo. I just actually I just ended relationship with a Leo, and it was amazing. I have no complaints.
No.
I don't got shit to say about Leos. I love y'all. Okay, I love y'all.
All right. And then on Taurus, the tendency to be possessive in a relationship and being stubborn, right? Whether if it's stubborn to know when to leave or stubborn to know when to at least settle down and stay, right? So
Okay.
that's the balance. Gemini, I'm a Gemini moon.
You know what I used to call Gemini? Gemini Y. Because Gemini be too much sometimes.
They need light-hearted relationships. So if you are gonna get in contact with a Gemini, again, like Aries is gonna be quick, fast, and easy, but you intellectually gotta grab them because they will spin you around. All right. They need freedom. If you're dating a Gemini, one of the ideal things is to allow some of that freedom because they will want to miss you because of the double do and I don't. You are gonna get that space where they love you one day and one day they don't. It is up to you to figure that shit out. It gets confusing with Geminis. What they like in our ideal partners: quick, witty, lively, and again that intellectual match and easygoing. Pardon me, easygoing because they're quick to get into an argument, but also quick to get out of it. So they don't stay in an argument that long. It's kind of good
Okay.
for that. Now, what they
Okay.
have to watch out for is being flirtatious, right? I'm not gonna lie, I be getting a lot of free stuff being flirtatious. But it does affect your relationship when you only worry about your feelings and you flirt unnecessarily.
Yeah. Yeah. You over
Can't
here flirting with everybody, and I'm over here sitting like,
right? You don't want
don't you
that.
see? Don't you see I'm here?
Cancer, you connected to the moon. Now each sign is connected to a planet, but we're not gonna get that deep because But Cancer, since you're connected to the moon, and we're talking about moon and sun signs, you can understand how Cancer beings can be more compassionate and more loving and more understanding,
Uh
more
huh.
holy. So if you're looking to like settle down and have passive fun, not so much fun, but passive fun, or a lot of if you like a lot of in-house stuff, do stay with a Cancer. But if you're looking for to go out and be free and just stay to Gemini or Aries because the Cancer is really looking to be loving.
Settle, settle. Okay, so cancers are more to really create a home with. I'm a Cancer rising.
Yes. So right. So it's really to create a home with. They look for reliable people, kind, understanding, and um they also look for people to cuddle with, and to be there when they moody. The crab, you know.
Uh huh.
And their
They need
ideal,
that.
yes, yes, they do. Now, cancers, I will say also, I have a sister who's a Cancer, and they're passionate lovers. She has, siblings share, so cancers do care about you, and I want to say they would be someone who will give one or two tries in a relationship before they just be like, oh, it's over.
Okay.
um, and the tendency for them to control is to just allow themselves to not place rejection on themselves or to hide their emotions, because although they could be very emotional to take your emotions in, they tend to hide their emotions in a lot. So it's a little bit hard for the crab, for that hard shell to open up. So
Open.
if so some of the Cancers, it might be hard to get them to be emotional to tell you, but they will listen to you.
Okay. Okay. All right.
uh,
We can work with that. We can work
yes,
with
we
that.
can, because with your energy and that energy, baby. Leos. Leos, they need someone to appreciate them, to admire them. Think of the sun. How do we treat the sun? Yeah.
Sun is life, but the sun is life.
So Leo does that. I'm bringing you life, so I want you to admire me. Now,
Yes.
if you have it in you to give them compliments miraculously, get creative. I feel like you could play around with a Leo, get creative with them. They rule the fifth house and the sun. So they are about, actually, the fifth house is about lovers. Like, it's not relationship, it's lovers. So by them ruling the fifth house, they can be great lovers to take you to your next relationship.
Oh gosh, makes sense. Oh, okay. It's a lot of. I'm having a lot of aha moments right now.
So the ideal partner that they're looking for is someone. that they can be proud of, loving, encouraging, uh, and they really need somebody as a good audience. It's
I
just
mean,
a
yeah,
Leo.
yeah. Leos need their ego stroked a little bit, and I don't see nothing
Everybody
wrong with
does.
that.
I personally enjoy a Leo because for those of us who cringe against them, we really truly want that energy that they have to be
That
bold.
confidence.
Yes,
I think that I think that a lot of us that we say, oh, Leos are egocentric, and we be shitting on Leos. We just insecure, and we want their confidence.
exactly. And me personally, baby, I'm a fire sign, so baby, you my sister. Come on. I love Leos. Like, you gotta know, you gotta
My
learn.
dad is a Leo. My dad is a Leo. My dad is a Leo. My brother is a Leo. Two of my nephews are Leos. Like I have a lot of Leos in my family.
So you're very equipped. I'm very equipped with Geminis, but it's like
Okay.
'cause I have a lot of Geminis. I dated a lot of Geminis, but yes. So while you having Leo there, you also can see how you when you dated that Leo, how some of those characteristics from other people that you know may have also played out in him.
I mean, it was. Let me tell you something. It was one of the most peaceful relationship I've ever had. Drama free. He wrote not like really drama free. I just had fun, and I mean, it was a good experience.
And I feel like we should do that as well. Being able to explore something before we actually be like, oh, I want to be with this person for the rest of my life, or demanding, right? Before you meet anybody, they had a life. So allow their life to begin to learn how to integrate with yours. I'm very big on interdependency. Like no codependency, no independent interdependency. What do you have? What do I have? How can we bring that together? Do we clash?
Mm.
You know,
You water me, I water you.
this little box is gonna water us now, but if there's no water, no amor. And the Leos to control being bossy, drama, and being center stage, which they do bring that. So as long as they learn how to balance that out, it's a good relationship. Now
Yeah.
I will say that they are connected to the actual heart and the heart chakra. So
Okay.
when I say that they got a big heart, I will say that all zodiac signs cheat. All right. So I'm not gonna say here, but Leo do have a track record. You know what I mean? Leo and Scorpio, they got a track record of having, secret relationships and shit. Libras too, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Oh shit. No, hey, 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 hey. We're not gonna talk about Libras because we are the best sign of the whole zodiac. Thank you.
Right, because we keep us balanced. We're going to Virgo. Virgo, honestly, a Virgo, you truly have to mesmerize their brain, buy them a book or something, and then you can get into their pants. All right? Because a Virgo will want to sexualize your mentality before they can even go any further. And men tend to have they don't mind, like, how some people be going celibacy. Men, the Virgo men, they don't mind that a little bit, just to find someone that they can connect with. So
Wow.
Virgo, yeah, trust me, I've been through one. um Virgos are kind. They need people who are considerate, compassionate, and someone who will listen to them, right? I found Virgos to also be very vocal with their emotions as well. So, and they're earth signs, so it was kind of different to see that in different Virgos, especially in their chart.
Yeah,
Um,
grounding.
yeah, ideal partner, relaxed, reassuring, and stable, right? Because Virgos, they're not all over the place. They're neat. They need to be on a schedule. If you disrupt their schedule, boy, you're not gonna talk to them for a couple of days or weeks, all right? Because they need to
Yes.
be like this.
I
And
yes, I dated a Virgo, and it's very habitual, like habit. It's used to this. I do this on this day. I go to the sport bar on this day, and you do not get them out of that routine because it's a whole problem.
what? Let me. I learned the hard way. All I know is that it was like wow. And their tendency is to nitpick, find fault with their partners, and sometimes over the smallest things because they're so organized. So don't leave the lid off or anything, okay? I say if you want to experience a committed relationship with some boundaries between two people, date a Virgo. They'll help you set your boundaries. Dun, 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 dun. Libra. So Libra, you need someone to be into you, right? You like close relationships as well as wanting to be the other half to somebody else, right? So how can we complete each other? So that's what you're looking for when it comes to relationships. Now, your ideal partner, loving, clever, admiring, of course, attractive, well groomed. Libras is one of the between Virgo and Libra. You gotta come dressed correct, or where you going? All right, you ain't going nowhere. And Libra will buy you an outfit. Cause my brother has bought me outfits. Like you're not. Actually, matter of fact, I get a lot of clothes from my brother because he just be like, "What are you wearing?"
No, no, no. Wait, wait. No. Like, sir, why do you have socks with slippers? I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Like, like, like,
Are they
like,
showing
change those
toes?
shorts.
No,
Like,
right.
why? Like, why do your pants look like that? And I know that sounds superficial, but I like a well presented man that smells good. I love men that smell good, like well groomed. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. There's some like tourists. A lot of tourists they like ungroomed people, rough people, and things like that. That's that earth energy, right? Go cut
Earth.
a log, go to log for me, cut or whatever. You know that they like. So each zodiac sign has their own preference and things like that. But definitely Libra and Virgo, you got to be a little clean cut. You know. Um, control the need to be in love with love, right? The tendency to put your partner on a pedestal, right? I've seen that happen, and also being reluctant to end something just because you fear that you may not ever be loved again. So that's
Oh
something.
my God, that's been part of my life, and part of my healing journey has been exactly that. Like I have to be able to love myself more than I love somebody else. That has been part of my healing journey because as a Libra sun, it's like, oh my God, like I will transform myself just to please you, to make you happy. And I get lost in relationships. I used to get completely lost in relationships. Like I will become a mini version of that person. And it's like, no, so my healing journey has been, how do I keep my essence and
Like,
still love you?
yes, that's what I'm saying. That interdependency, and honestly, ladies and gentlemen, the only way you're going to actually explore this is by incorporating it in your daily life. I don't know how you're gonna date if you're sitting in the house watching Netflix.
Wait, we need the bell because I get a lot of clients that go, oh my God, I can't find nobody. Where are you trying to find them? On the TikTok feed? Ma'am, sal de
Listen,
tu casa. Get out
silent.
the house.
Yes.
Get out the house and put yourself in positions to be found.
Um,
Unless you're trying to date the Amazon Prime delivery guy.
because that's the only one that's knocking on your door with all the delivery sex toys that you're getting, Nalisa. Um,
Tell these people,
get
gather
out
them,
the
put them
house.
together.
Yes, get out the house. All right, so we go into Scorpio. Scorpio, honestly, although Scorpio is the zodiac sign of love and sex, they're very private. So not everybody gets that. You understand what I'm trying to say? Unless they are going to swingers parties because they are part of that crew. So Scorpios need people who are emotionally intense. Don't date a Scorpio if you don't want to get stalked. Scorpios
Oof.
are they're obsessive. Now, if you like that energy, that's cool, but when does it stop? Because they don't know how to stop. Don't kill
They
me,
are
Scorpio.
intense. They are intense.
Scorpios are in love with love. I speak from my mother's perspective. I had a Scorpio mom and my
Me too.
younger sister. So tú sabes lo que estamos hablando. And my younger sister, she has a Scorpio moon. So I've seen it from both perspectives. And to be honest with you, Scorpios are in love with love as well. Like they're obsessed. Like their life cannot move forward if they're not in a committed relationship. And I've seen it over and over and over again. Y'all can argue
Wow.
with me about that. Let your ego come down a little bit. But truth be told, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that because we get the best of y'all when y'all are in love. So I
Yeah.
don't, but I'm just me. But honestly, when you honor that you want to be in a committed relationship that's gonna be suited for both, not obsessive on your end or the other end, it can go well with a Scorpio. It's just really intense. They need emotional intensity. They need to feel wanted, passionate, sexually fizz, right? Because they on it like that, right? That's the eighth house. Now, the eighth house has to do with sex, drugs, other people's money, and Scorpio ruling that house is intense. So there may
Mm,
be a lot of people who work in the sex industry that are Scorpios. That was extra.
mm.
I don't know why I said that. They talking too much. Um, um, the ideal partner, someone who isn't phased by their intense and their powerful emotions. Promise you, you will get. You date a Scorpio within the first two dates, they're gonna probably start crying or just start showing their emotions really much, like a lot, like it's a lot.
Like
But you
drown
have to be
yourself
ready,
in my cup of emotion here. Like we are together here in this one.
right? You have to be ready for that because it's intense. Um, they need to control their jealousy, their suspicion, and their need to always be on top of their partner. Now, they are the number one detectives of the zodiac sign.
Oh
Don't
my
fuck,
God. I know that for sure.
don't fuck with a
I know
Scorpio.
that for sure. I know that for sure. I had a friend, she's a Scorpio. She could find anything. You give her a name or a picture. I don't know what type of tools, FBI tools she had, but she will come with somebody's social security number if needed be. Everything. Oh Lord Jesus. Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All I can say is we had an 19, let's just say like what, 1993 all the way to 2000. My mother somehow always had gadgets for us. We had computers, we had all these different things. How did you get people social, ma'am? She's not here no more, so I'm not gonna her in trouble. But yes, so if you're planning on cheating on a Scorpio, just be prepared.
No, you can't. You can't. You're gonna get caught. You're gonna get found out. Scorpios has a seventh sense. It's not a six, it's a seventh. They smell stuff. They super psychic. They know things and they good at investigating shit. So please do not cheat on a Scorpio.
And as nosy as they are, it's how intense they're gonna come. So get ready, because if you do, I mean, there might be a fight. I'm not gonna lie, because Mars rules, so they might Scorpios bring that energy. Like you just gotta be prepared. You want to have a fun night? Think about it. Yeah, that's probably where it goes. um, yes. So Sagittarius, a little lighthearted now, a little fire sign. Sagittarius, they rule the ninth house, which is traveling. They need freedom, so they do like partners that are not the same as them, right? So that means even culturally, they enjoy dating people out of their culture, and so with them, they need emotional independency, and I promise you, they do. They'll let you know. Emotional dependency. They don't want to feel like their wings have been cut off. So that goes back to needing to travel. And do they stay in long-term relationships? I would look more into their moon, their Venus, and their Mars, so that we can determine that. But for the most part, you can definitely, I'm gonna say with all fire signs, you can have a great sexual time with fire signs. I'm gonna keep it water signs. You want to get a little bit deep and emotional, earth signs, they gonna get committed, but you have to be ready, because some of them are more, all of them are into work. All earth signs love to work, and they do put their relationship secondary.
Mm,
That's how
mm.
they do. And what do you do as a man or woman who wants a stable foundation?
Okay. And like me, air signs, we just all over the place.
Yeah, that's why, and this is why when it comes to the moon, you can tell more or less what you're bringing into emotion, what you're bringing into a relationship emotionally. And me being a Gemini moon is an air sign.
Everywhere. Hmm. I have a fire moon. I have a Leo moon.
I could, I'm a since you've been confessing, I'm going to confess that I've had great love life so far, and I have come to a conclusion that I'm the problem. and
Yes. Yes to account. Yes to self accountability.
I've taken that accountability 5 years accountability. I've taken that five. I've started 5 years ago to realize that, right? And
Wow.
yeah, it's been a journey, but it's fun. It's still fun because I'm learning about myself. You know what I like, what I don't like. Let me date this person. You got 2 weeks. No, bye. Next. And you don't have to give your body up for that because, truth be told, you want to connect more emotionally and spiritually. Honestly, we can have sex with whoever we want. We can pay for sex. We can do it. We can do all of that. As humans, we want to connect more emotionally.
Yeah.
I'm crying? Can you hold me up real quick?
Give me some love.
Take me by the hand. Okay. And so Sagittarius, they looking for ideal partner who's fun, generous, gorgeous, of course, right? Interesting. You have to be interesting in life and what it has to offer. They read a book to an Aquarius. Talk about spirituality with an Aquarius. Oh, Aquarius is coming in. Sorry. You see that? Sagittarius.
Sagittarius.
Yeah, Aquarius is like, what about me?
Espérate, just hold on, hold on. We're getting to you. Just hold on a little bit.
And so Sagittarius, they really want to have fun. So an adventurous hike would be a great date. Um, they do like the outdoors. So just be funny.
Be
Uh,
fun. Don't be a boring person with a Sagittarius.
yeah, they gonna leave you. Uh, control Sagittarius. You need to disappear when the fancy takes you, and need to be right. So Sagittarius be like a shiny object, a shiny object, which means another relationship, another relationship. So do be mindful of that. This is why it's important to sit down and ask, especially a Sagittarius, what do you want to do? Do you want to have sex or do you want to create a fun life? You want to be able, I think you should talk to everybody like that. However, with a Sagittarius, you will get swindled and confused.
Mm,
It's like
okay.
yeah, it's like a Gemini, But Sagittarius, they're more intellectual. So grab them, grab the interest with a talk, a conversation. Um, Sagittarius, we have Capricorn. Dun, 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 dun.
Dun 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 dun.
Capricorns, I love y'all, but y'all so private, so close in. So like you actually won't know what a Capricorn would like in bed until you're actually in bed with them. Whereas other zodiac signs, you can probably be like, oh, you mean like this, you mean like this, or they'll tell you. So Capricorn, you need respect from your partner, especially when it comes to them sacrificing themselves for work. So they're more like, I need you to understand that I'm working and I love you, but I'm working. You want me to pay the bills. And that's man or woman when I'm talking about all of this.
Mm-hmm.
The ideal partner has to be understanding, uh, the need to withdraw emotionally at times, which I'm telling you, and encourage them to be more open and affectionate. So with them, it's just like, don't be too emotional, but also nurture me.
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
So they are in the space to control their attitude when it comes to love. They like that. Again, they have this chill attitude. Like, if you want to be with me, you want to be with me. If you don't, it's cool. That's how
So
they are.
you might think that they are emotionally detached, but it's not really detached. It's just their nature.
Yes. And they're scared to be like, they're scared of rejection. So when they don't have a proper conversation and rejection comes in, instead of them talking about it, they just ski. So I'm not what I'm saying is everybody's afraid of rejection, but there's certain zodiac signs that take it more deeper than others. Like if I got rejected, who's next? Who's next? Go, 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 But but if a Virgo gets rejected, they pondering about that shit. And Aquarius is a pondering about that. I'm not pondering. You see what I mean? So
Okay.
everybody takes it differently. Uh, talk about Aquarius finally, right? All right, Aquarius.
Aquarius, finally, Aquarius, we're here with you now.
Let me talk to y'all real quick. Freedom. You guys are looking for freedom. So when you're looking for commitment, it puts you in a space of not wanting to be committed. I'm gonna say it again. Uranus rules y'all. Uranus or Uranus, whichever one, is all the way in the back in the galaxy. That means you guys are really disconnected, right? And I know y'all hear that a lot. Oh, we're disconnected, but to me, it's good because great conversations can come from that. You understand? So in Aquarius, what they want, emotional freedom without being tied down. You see what I'm saying? So for Aquarius to be like, oh, I want to be in a committed relationship, you may have to reconsider that. They want to look for an experience with their partner, as everybody does, but they want it to come naturally from you.
Wow. Okay. That's a
Uh,
lot.
it. I'm not. I'm gonna be honest with you. Aquarius is an air sign. So, like a Virgo, they more are going to be here and intellectually grow with you. And you can talk. I have a lot of Aquarius friends. I love them. You can talk to them about the galaxy. You can talk about aliens. You can talk to them about anything. So when it comes to great conversations and out of this world conversation, they're there. Now, emotionally, they are really. I have a brother, and I could see his detachment, but I know he loves his wife. But you can see it, and it's not. I want to say they're part of the characteristics. We just have to learn how to go around it because they need love too. They
Yeah.
their ideal partner will emphasize with them and encourage them to be stronger, and also to make them laugh. Make them laugh. They are serious. If you be around an Aquarius, it's like this, like this. So if you think you want to have a fun time with them, just think again. So
I
making
love
them laugh.
Aquariuses because they are so open minded that you can have any type of conversation with them. You can talk about all the conspiracy theories. To me, they make great friends because they are the weird friend. The friend that you can talk about anything with, that it will be down for any weird shit. Like you'll be like, let's do ayahuasca. Oh yeah, okay, let's go. Let's do DMT. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, let's go. Like they are that type of friend. I don't know as a partner though. So I'm learning from you now with all the information you're giving.
Yes, as a partner, I would say again we have different stages in our lives. I'll say explore dating first. I don't know who you are, how you was raised. That really is it builds an impact on your love language. So besides all of this, you also want to look at who around me influenced me in love. Whether that's your mother, your father, your neighbor, your babysitter, like it gets deep. So
Yeah.
I just shared that. But for the most part, yeah, with an Aquarius, you really have to see how you can connect with them. It's not. It's hard. It's kind of hard.
Okay. Okay, Aquariuses.
Like read upon them before you approach them. Maybe that'll help out. Or just listen to this. Um, and then we got Pisces. Pisces. Pisces
Pisces are
spiritually,
mature.
yes, but they also a zodiac sign that don't necessarily want to always have sex, but they can spiritually take you to a higher level of sex as well because
Wow.
they're the 12th house, and they also that even though they're water signs, they still that touchy feeling. You have that Neptune energy. Neptune is the planet of illusion, the rose-colored glass. So it does come with a lot of fantasies. So they come with a lot of fantasies as well.
Mm.
But they're looking for yeah. Please be gentle with the Pisces. Compassion, gentle, loving, kind. Someone who can adore them and they can adore back. Like they are people pleasers. They are. That's
Mm.
one of their gifts that I recommend to learn how to build boundaries because that's something that we don't want you to take away from yourself because it's only for the right people. So when I say people pleasers, in bed as well. And so ideal
Oh.
partner, yeah.
Mm-mm.
Listen, and again, keep in mind that is the moon, the sun, Venus, or Mars. So as you get deeper into this, you start recognizing if I want to have a passionate sex drive, whose Mars is where, so that I can be able to use that. So if somebody Mars is in Aries, you're gonna have a fun time. But if somebody Mars is in Virgo, the sex life might not be so great, depending on who you are.
Wow. Okay. So whoa, whoa, whoa. I
Yes.
watched this. I watched this show. I watched this show. It's called Indian Matchmaker, something like that. And one of the things that they do before they do the whole matchmaking, which a lot of people have this misconception of Indians with, you know, how you call the marriage that is already set up,
Arranged marriage.
arranged marriages and stuff like that. But it's not so much like that. Like they actually go through a reading. They do astrology reading to see compatibility, and
Wow.
the person would, and they would be like, no, you're not compatible with this person because of their moon, their Rahu. You know, they have Vedic astrology, right?
Yes.
So um I believe that that's something that we should all cultures like adopt, so that we kind of like avoid to have to like let's get to the point here. Let me see your birth chart, let's see my birth chart, and let's see if so you don't waste my time and I don't waste yours. In other words, I don't want to waste your time, you don't waste mine. So is that something you do? Do you offer compatibility readings when it
I
comes to us?
I do. However, I'm very limited to that because when people don't hear what they want to hear, it gets confusing. So I feel like they wasted their money with me. I'm gonna be honest with you. What I do is I read self-love charts to tell you your love language so that you can be able to use that in your relationship or the one that's coming up. That's what I do because I'm very big on self-love. Because I it's a reflection. You can reach out to so many people to try to date you, but if you don't love yourself and if it's not reflecting from the inside out, it's gonna be dark for you. I'm gonna be honest. I
Yeah,
always work on myself first and let all the light shine out, and then when I'm walking around, so for the most part, I do the compatible one, and I do it more towards people who are wanting to be more committed. So if you had like 2 or 3 years with the person, because honestly, in the beginning, at the same time, I like for people to really enjoy the energy of the of because astrology can also keep us like you like this, then you want to incorporate it. So
yes,
if you know your Mars is in Aries now while you're dating, explore that. How does that feel? You know?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Because some people get extremely caught up on as look, even as a astrology aficionado, like I consider myself, one of the things that I hate, one of the things that I hate the most on a date is somebody asking me, what's your sign? Or me asking the person, what's your sign? And then judge them based on their sun sign. Like that to me is stupid and it's immature, because there is so much more components to a person than just their sun sign. So if those people like, what's your sign? Oh, I'm a Gemini. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, but what's your moon? What's your rising? Where's your Venus? You know, like it's deeper than that. So yeah.
and that's why I appreciate you for pulling me out because even though I know I was like pulling teeth, it is recommended to look at all these things. You would honestly have a more passionate love experience, lust experience, sex experience, should you decide to learn a little bit more about who you are, what's your love language. Because again, as women and men, we want people to be psychics about what my partner wants. Come and figure me out. I but let them know, like, hey, I want you to explore my body. I'm not going to tell you yet what I like, but don't have this person explore you and then just be like, this person don't know what I like. Did you tell them?
Yes. Speak, speak, speak. Yes. And you know, I think that's also, I mean, that will make the relationship so much more interesting, I believe. You know, when you're like, look, let's explore this together. Let's do this together. Let's just together. Would you be open to explore this and that? So, okay, according to you as an astrologer, let me do a couple questions. Who will be based? Okay, so based on their Mars, somebody with Mars where will be the best in bed?
Hold on. I got that here.
Please. So I can start be like, can I have your birth chart? Let me see where your Mars is.
Hold on. All right. All right. So the thing about it is that when it comes to the Mars, we talk about the physical body now, right? The drive, right? So
Okay.
the ones that I would honestly say that is good and bad is the fire signs, right? So you have the Aries, you have the Leo, and you have the Sagittarius. And we spoke about them and what their energy brings. So it's not ideally saying that they're not good, committed partners. You would have to stay on your toes to get them engaged. So they're good for sex. A Gemini as well. Libras, Libras, right,
We like pleasing you.
right. And we already spoke about the ones that might take a little longer to please you, which in the Mars area, again, it's a drive, but you might just get that from them, which is like a Virgo. And
Virgo.
yeah, they might take the time. Not a Cancer. Cancer likes to play around. But for the most part, I would say that, again, looking at other components in your chart, because your Venus could be like your Virgo could be a Mars, okay, but your romantic side could
Mm.
be in a Libra. So now maybe they're more romantic and they uh, throw flowers in the bed. The sex may not be that
Ooh.
well, but the flowers is in the bed. Because Libras like to do that. Y'all like Libras, baby, you want a good night? Libra will set up dinner. They will set up everything for you. You would have a time of your life. And they like to do that, tying people up.
Hey, stop telling our secret.
All right.
We just extra. We like that extra stuff. Let me go an extra step. If you allow me, that's another thing. We're very good on consent. If
Yes.
you
Oh,
allow me, are you open? Yeah, yeah.
yes. So I feel like I did give you guys like some juicy meat.
This is a lot of information. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, "What the hell? This is a lot to take in right now." Like, pff,
I feel like I provided you guys with a good amount to come back to this and start looking at your natal chart, right? Before you start, go ahead and grab your natal chart, grab a pen, and take time. Make this fun for you. Don't make it dreading. Like, oh, I gotta learn about this. You're not. Honestly, it's not gonna stay in because this is an energy. Sorry, is an energy that you would want to take in. I want to know more about myself. I look at it from that perspective. I'm not looking at this to find out about the other person because honestly, that's kind of like you're doing too much. Figure yourself out first.
yeah,
As you figure yourself out, you start comparing. I want to say, I don't want to say comparing, but I want to say more like placing it into the relationship.
yeah, 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 yeah.
And
Know
here's the
thyself.
thing.
Know thyself. We gotta learn ourselves. I forgot where my Mars is on my chart. I really forgot. I know my
You don't
Venus
have
is
it
in
in your phone.
Scorpio.
You don't have your phone.
No,
Your Venus is in
m-
Scorpio.
my Venus is in Scorpio.
Chacha, but people be having fun with you. Libra, Scorpio, no, yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
that's why I'm unforgettable. They can never get enough of me. It's been 10 years and they still thinking about, damn, I remember that Cuban girl.
And then we got that extra Cuban sauce that not a lot of people really know Cubans like that, and everybody loves a Cuban.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh man.
oh, this is so good. This was so good. Okay, so now I have like so much information. Okay, so let me get into you because okay, all this astrology stuff like that, blah 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 blah. Let me get into you. What has been from all your experience? What had been? And let's just go with the sun sign, which is what people identify or connect the most. What has been the zodiac sign that you had the most fun with in bed?
Geminis.
Oh,
I have a Gemini moon. So also remember that the sun connecting to your moon gives you another experience. So anybody's sun, girl, it gets there.
that
So
makes sense because whoa, my moon is in Leo, and the guy I was dating, son is son Leo's son. That was some.
because think about now we're gonna go. Think about the feminine, the moon, the masculine, the sun.
Oh, so okay, so Gemini.
So Gemini's,
I had
yes.
a I had a great experience with a Gemini as well. So I don't know the rest of his chart. I know he was a Gemini sun and
I had two Geminis. One was more intellectual, and then the other one was more physical, but it
mhm,
lasted a long time. The universe sends me people. That's how I rock with this shit because I don't have the energy to be like looking for people.
wow.
So I
I
sit
love
down.
it.
You know how you. But yeah,
Okay, so if we want to get more information about our birth charts, our own, like, learn to operate all of our mechanisms, because sometimes I feel that we're operating with a very small percentage of all of our potential. You're the woman to go to. Like, we need to go to you. You need to gather us together with the math and science of astrology.
you gotta say it like that because people think that it's made up. Like, hey, we got the
Yeah.
numbers, we got everything. You know.
Yes. Yes. It's very mathematical. It's
I do have a
extremely
special.
mathematical.
I have a nice code for you guys.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Because I love you so much, and I love what you represent, what you do, and a lot of me does not have the courage to do what you do. So I'll be rooting on the back for you because we all come for different missions. I know what's your mission, and I'm just like, "Estoy atrás de ti." So I'm like, I'm giving you guys a code. Now the way I created it is her initials is GO, so I found her to be an OG. So the code is OG520, and it's a 40% off if you want to get your natal chart, which that's gonna be a one-time thing that I do as a video, but it's for a lifetime because your natal chart is a stamp of the stars and the planets and the numbers of your degrees when you were born. That does not change. Now, what I'm more passionate about is the transit.
The
Because
transits.
because when your Venus does that whole circle and come back around, I experienced that this year when my Venus went into Aries and my Venus is in Aries. Whoa, I was like, I never paid attention to that before because it comes around every year. But when it comes around, either your love life spikes up or new love comes in. And baby, new love came in. And mom that told me, by the way, remember, I don't know if you do too much reading, but yes.
Okay. 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 So, question. This eclipse. This eclipse. Can you tell us a little bit about this eclipse, please? And because we have Mercury in reggaeton, I mean in retrograde, we have the eclipse. Like how? Oh, and to be honest with you, I'm not even. I feel that this eclipse is coming to wipe out the old and bring a lot of new.
True.
But you're the expert here.
Well, we all are because we're experiencing the energy, right? You can tell me how it's working for you and things like that, and still we can see how it's playing out in everybody's part. Now, I'm gonna keep it brief because, to be honest with you, this is an energy that has been going on for a while. But right now, with going from fire to earth, it's more of fire is spirit, right? In the tarot, fire is spirit. So right now, we were spiritually being ignited,
Mm.
right? With I think it's the 20th or the 21st. I'm not sure. There's another new moon in Aries. That doesn't
20th, the same 20th, yes.
that doesn't happen often. That doesn't, right? So that means that God source universe is like, what did you manifest a few weeks ago in the new moon in Aries in the first degree? Now is at the end of that degree. You didn't get a chance, do it again. Just, the universe gives us so many chances with different type of astrology points, like the solar eclipse, right? That's coming up. I get confused sometimes, God, because I talk too much about this. But the one that's coming up is on that energy of grounding your spirit with Taurus energy coming in because it's right before Taurus comes in as well. So,
Mm.
what I would recommend is to go hard, go big, right? Right now, there's a lot of things happening around in the world, but we are the controllers because of our mind. Thoughts of things. I always say this crystal was thought of by the rocks and the mountains, and it came into fruition. All right. So reprogramming your subconscious mind during this time is going to be very crucial. What does that mean? Affirmation cards, going to counseling, going to therapy. admitting your fault during this time will open up doors and declutter,
Wow.
declutter, declutter, declutter. Like relationship decluttering, all those things. Because, like you said, we're going into something big and new. And if we continue to hold on to the way we make money, if we hold on to the relationships, have those conversations with your friends, your best friends for 10 years, 20 years. Have those conversations. Some of those energies are outdated, and it's okay.
Wow. Wow.
So I see it as a positive one should you decide to want to be a better version of yourself.
I get it. I love it. And I want to thank you so much. You see, it wasn't so hard. You was running from it.
You're not seeing my mustache. I'm sweating.
It was not that hard, okay? I
Yes.
am so glad that you came to explain to us all this juicy, saucy stuff. Thank you for the code. I'm going to leave all the information, guys, in the description box below. I'm going to leave all the information to how to get in contact with me, ladies. So we're going to have her website, we're going to have her TikTok, all of that stuff. I'm going to have it all on the description so you guys can get in contact with her and the code so you guys can get 40% off of your birth charts done by her. One thing is, I advise everybody, it doesn't matter what you believe in, to get your birth chart done, because that is literally like a picture of the sky the minute you was born. So it has your life path, it has your mission, it has a lot of information about yourself that you might not even know. Okay. So so please get your birth charts done and follow her, support her. And thank you so much to all of you for being here in Super Bayonne. You know, where else you can get all this information? Nowhere else. Here with us, with me.
I
Thank
appreciate
you so much, my lady. You are amazing. You are beautiful. I love you a whole lot. And thank you for all you do and the inspiration and all the gems you be dropping. Like,
you
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay.
guys.